As we go to renewable energy in our efforts to decarbonize our economies, power store is proper more essential. Could householders be an essential portion of domestic power networks? While Adam Courtney solved, he requested to bring the power billing at his no especially power effective Class 2 list building in Godmanchester, England. Sunny panels were the evident reply. Yet, he says, he quickly implemented how the saving weren't as large as SAMD hoped. Revolving source of power Dong T definitely supply at the order period, and cloud days saw his household figure hard on the domestic mesh. Meantime, he had replacement power on solar days, but got really slight in back. We'd ended up feed behind in the mesh, but the fee is diminutive, so I ended up thought reason do how, he says. Instead of, the information center proprietor solved how he oneself could do superior use of the power he was generative, if just he were capable to keep it for while it was necessary. He begun investigation cell store, though at one spot examining how's his own framework, up choice for a Tesla Powerwall how can keep the excessive power engendered by the sunny panels. The block and support equipment expenses fare by £6,000, in install expenses of up to £3,000 on upper. But it enables him to buy power at more profitable times, decrease the fleeing expenses of both of his household and the household's 2 electrical cars. In Economics 7 down there's more profitable power at overnight, and the Powerwall knows he's departure to be solar next day, so it knows how lot force to purchase, he explains. My draft was £140 a monthly, but I expend £25 a monthly now on power, and largest of how goes on the cars. More than power store providers, such as OVO Power, PowerVault and Moisa are incoming the marketplace, especially as electrical vehicles, EVs, pledge to be a helpful supplement to the national power mixture. BMW i3 batteries are already creature utilized to keep wind farm power in Wales, so it makes feeling to incorporate such a car cell technology in homes. In the meanwhile, Tesla is guideline the accusation. Its side-mounted cell the amount of a refrigerator doorway can be established within or of. A matrix of electric present sensors monitors power use and how lot sunny power is creature manufactured. Time smart prediction software program predicts next use and manufacture. Relying on the evolving price of power of the mesh, Powerwall optimizes the times it extortion and discharges, says a Tesla representative. As Powerwall learns, you get the largest importance of your sunny manufacture out of possessing to changing how or while you use power. Meantime, OVO Power has start up a package of batteries how can be utilized in or out of revolving power general. I would explain the Tesla framework as creature intended to work mainly on its their own, says head execution Stephen Fitzpatrick. Thou include to include general. Its is intended to be integration in an current mesh. OVO's framework helps householders do the largest of more profitable away peak power, that can be a 5 of the spike cost, and as well incorporate the power saved in their electrical cars. Down there's no requirement for sunny panels or any some shape of force general, customers can just accusation their batteries night and exportable replacement power behind to the mesh for the date. OVO's software program, VCharge, manages the ebb and stream figure on data such as weather forecasts and TV schedules to forecast periods of top consumer demand. The evident gain to OVO as an power supplier is how the technique flattens out the peaks and troughs related in power everyday consumer demand, manufacturing it facilitating and more profitable to support a routine delivery. Yet how translates in less billing, Mr. Fitzpatrick points of. The businesses test its technique in Orkney, Scotland, by installation its system in regional homes and enabling VCharge to monitoring store radiator and hot water supply cylinders. We're operating hundreds of devices and balance how in a regional breeze farmer, says Mr. Fitzpatrick. In the history, the gas turbines frequently had to be rotated off since the web didn't include quite ability. OVO thinks the power stored could force the counterpart of 2,000 homes for a year. But to include any considerable impact at a domestic standard, household power store as necessary to achieve large scope, and price is now in question, in systems standing several thousands of pounds. Out of severe by the government subsidies, householders would not compensate their expenses for year. Time the technique is tested and planned, he's yet at a born phase and doesn't gain of economies of scope in manufacture, says Nickname Brown, an analysis at Power Study Consulting Timber McKenzie. Thus he's now costly, yet we wait how cell expenses could drop by 50% by 2025. If that happens, cell installations will increase considerably, increase revolving power infiltration future and reduction the part for fossil gas general. More than technique of industry in southward Australia, Tesla is installation its kit in 600 homes the year, and up to 50,000 by 2022. The aim is to build a virtual force factory in 250 root MWe of sunny power and 650 MWh of cell store. At key moments, the virtual force factory could ensure as lot power as a big gas turbine or charcoal force factory, Tesla claims, guideline to reduce billing and a more than safe delivery. But the is yet really little ale compared in the sum of power saved by inflated hydro, that accounts for 96% of all power store world. These are previous days for household power store, but for several householders the price isn't in question. Financially, he's not down there still, but I'm not making it for finance reasons, says Warren Phillips of Shoreham, Kent, else Powerwall customer. He's on my child and change the planet for her.